Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Watch Out. I'm your host, Drew Pizzulo, and today we are actually going to do another open boxing of a watch I just got in of one of my favorite brands, and it is CONCORD. I did an episode, I think, a couple years ago of the CONCORD Mariner SL Automatic with the bronze dial, I believe. That was a nice big hit for me. And a little update on what CONCORD has done since then. Their slim line has developed into a lot more colors. They did the automatic line, they did the quartz line. But since then, they have basically, I just checked on their website 2 days ago, and they have sold out of all their automatic watches on their website. The only things that are left of the slim line is the quartz version. So whatever blue, red, green, whatever dial colors you want, you can get in the quartz version, but not automatics anymore. The only two automatics they have on the website are their new editions, which I scooped one up while I can before they run out of that. And that is of the SL Diver edition, which is automatic. Now, like I said, I just got this in. I don't know what it looks like, so let's open it together. You'll notice if you do buy one off their website and go to CONCORD Watches, Google search it, you'll get to the website, and you go and you purchase it. It does come directly from Switzerland, right from the factory, and it comes UPS, and you'll see it comes in this type of package, and it comes in about 3 days. So they're really quick once you buy it directly from them. And they do have a 2-week return policy. Obviously, it has to be unused. If you don't like the color, if you don't like something like that, they do give you a 14-day return policy to send it back. But that being the case, let's do the open watch episode for you. Let's strip these out. Now, the price of this watch on US dollars was about $3,100 on the dot. That's before taxes. So after taxes, you're looking at around 34 and change to get it here shipped, because shipping is free on their website. Now remember, Movado owns Ebel and CONCORD. And Ebel being the parent company and owning it, you don't really see the CONCORDs in Movado stores, which is something that I have talked about in length with my friend Charlie. We don't understand the marketing aspect from Movado when it comes to CONCORD, because this is one of their premier lines, and you just see basic models and the older models from 10-15 years ago, not even the Mariner SL Slimline editions. The divers just came out, I'm guessing in late 2024 or early 2025, and that being the case, let's take a look at the differences between the regular SL automatics and the diver automatic. Now that I finally got this stuff open, a lot of packing material. Okay, so obviously their box has not changed. Okay, the CONCORD box is the same deluxe gray box that you normally get when you buy one of the CONCORD watches from the factory. And as you can see here, nice deluxe box. You open it up. This is probably my receipt for the watch. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll show you the receipt real quick so you can see I'm not full of crap. And there you go. There's your receipt for the actual invoice for the watch. They give you that in case you need to return it. As I said, 2-week policy. And then they give you obviously the material. And inside is their standard black luxury box. If you open up the box, we will see the watch as it unfolds. Okay, so they give you the leather pouch which contains the rubberized strap. If you want to use the rubberized strap, the good thing about the CONCORD watches, like now, they have the easy deployment clasps in case you need to switch straps. Okay, so this is a beauty, obviously, as I thought it would be. And here she is, okay? Now, the one I chose, there are two different designs that you can choose. I don't know how well you can see this in the light in terms of coloring, but this is the blue model with the yellow accent in the inside of the dial. Okay, so you can see that in there. Number one, I chose this because I went to Hofstra University, and that is Hofstra's colors, so this was a no-brainer for me. And number two, I love divers watches. And the first thing I've noticed about this piece, number one, the regular SL automatics are 40 millimeters. This is a 42. Okay, so you do have a slightly bigger face, and because it's a diver's watch, it is thicker. Okay, so you're almost doubling the size due to it being a diver's watch. It will be thicker than the SL automatic regular size. Okay, it does have an exhibition case back, as you can see, featuring their movement. And the nice part about it is, listen, it's got the helium valve, obviously, which Omega uses. A lot of watch companies do it for diver pressurized reasons. I really don't use that too well, or much, because I can't go deep underwater due to my ear problems. But that's another story. So it does have your obviously your pushers to change the date. Obviously, the band is the same as the SL automatic, and inside changing the band is the same as well. So again, they did not go off that 80s design in how you resize this watch. You need a screwdriver, and you take this screw out, you unscrew it, then you pop it open, and there is a piece inside the link right here, the center piece, that you pop open and take that out, and then the link slides out, and that is how you remove the links and resize your watch. So it's very easy to resize. Like I said, they now come with resizable bands right here, which is very easy to take off. So what we're going to do is squeeze these together, and you can remove this band and pop on the rubberized one if you so choose. So the band replacement cycle is pretty easy as well. Like I said, it's a 42 millimeter. It's got Super-Lum, so you're going to definitely get that with this watch, which is kind of new to me because I haven't seen or tested out the Super-Lum from CONCORD. So it's going to be interesting to see how it compares to an Oris or a Rolex or anything like that, any of my other divers watches. The only thing that you do have to be careful of, especially if you like keeping your watches nice, and I've noticed that with these bezels, okay, is these nick and scratch very easily. So you have to really be careful because they're very easily nicked and scratched. And if you want to get them polished or buffed out, it will get quite expensive. I ended up putting a gold cap on my other Mariner SL because of that reason right there. Gold, I put a 10-karat gold cap. It was a lot harder to scratch it. So even though it looked very nice, it went with the watch beautifully. But this obviously is a diver's piece, doesn't need a gold cap. This is supposed to be the heaviest or scratch resistant steel, but really steel isn't that scratch resistant. So if you are a perfectionist like me, that would be one thing to watch out. Obviously, it does have the dual deployment butterfly clasp, as we know. And basically, looking at it on the wrist size, like I said, 42 is pretty much your standard size for today. But I will say, looking at it on the wrist, it wears bigger than a 42. It wears more like a 43, 44. Okay, so I can tell you, especially based on my wrist, and the reason I am saying that is because these lugs, the end lugs, really make the size a lot longer than the actual watch itself. So be prepared. It's not going to be your standard 42 millimeter watch. It's going to wear more like 43 or 44, which is fine. It's a diver's watch. I get it. So there's no big deal there. But that is just something to be on the lookout after. Okay? So if you do want these watches, the only place you can get them currently is on the website. No Amazon, no eBay. It's too new for that. It's just one of those things where they just came out. So you're really going to have to take advantage from the website if you are interested. Like I said, this is the blue and yellow model. They also have a gray and orange, I believe, as well. So they have 2 divers watches, which are automatic. Everything else on the website is all quartz now. All the automatics, those lines have been either discontinued or sold out. And this is the only 2 left of this line before they do whatever they're going to do next in the next iteration of the CONCORD Mariner. So again, guys, if you have any comments, suggestions, thoughts on future episodes of watch unboxings that you'd like me to do or anything else, please let me know. Please subscribe. As the channel has been growing, I appreciate everybody's feedback and comments along the way. And again, if there's any questions, please, I'm here to answer them as the monthly show continues onward. I'll see if I can give you one final view of this actual watch and its color. Let's see if I can do this. There you go. It's probably a little bit better. It's a radiant dial, so there you go. Okay, so you can see the blue and it fades out. It's a radiant dial that fades out, and then you can actually see the yellow on the side as well. So again, everything typical diver's watch. Again, what is it? Water resistant 2, it is 20 ATM, which is the 200 meter standpoint. That a typical 20 bar, which is 200 meters, and that's your typical diver's specs for the watch. So basically, as you can see here, as you know, the average watches can go 30, 50, even 100 M, which is 1,000. You know, go up to 1,000. Rolex is known for doing that. This is not. This is your typical diver's watch, which starts at 20 ATM. So you're not going to have any problems. Just make sure, as these are crowns that need to be pushed and locked. Okay, so basically make sure you push it and you seal it, because if you don't, you will be having a $3,100 disaster on your hands. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode of Watch Out.